2 questions for you I need you to answer. The first one is, what does it look like when somebody is lying to you? When somebody's not telling the truth? What are the signs? What are things that they do with their body? How do they act? How do they react? Pick out a piece of paper, write it down. You can push pause and write down your answers. The second question I have for you, what does it look like when somebody is nervous? When somebody lacks confidence? When somebody's new? When somebody hasn't been trained? Write down your answers there. For years, I've been doing this, but I've been taking groups of people and splitting them up and putting them into one room and the other, and then coming in and saying, what does it look like when somebody's lying? Write it all down on your piece of paper. Go to the other group and say, what does it look like when somebody is nervous? Write it all down on a piece of paper. Bring the 2 groups back. Ask them to put their answers up there, and then have them tell each other what the answer or what the question was. And hopefully it's that eye-opening to you. It's somebody who is actually just nervous, who lacks training, skill, and confidence, looks like they're lying. They look like they're not telling the truth. That's how it comes across to your customers. This is why training was such a big deal to me. I was huge on it. I scripted everything out. When you get your training program put together, it should be written out like The Godfather. Every line perfect. And then have your people memorize it exactly as that is. This is exactly what a leader does. Gives his people the tools to be successful. When I say training, I would go full board into making sure that they had all the information they needed in order to be able to answer every question and to be able to perform every task and every duty. And it was scripted to a T. There was no question how they were going to do it. That way they never had to look like they were lying to our customers. Because that's the last thing you want, especially if you're in the auto business. They already come in thinking you're lying. So the first thing you do is show nervousness, and you're nervous and you look like you're lying. Because if you were lying, here's the great thing about it, is we know what a con man is, right? That's when somebody's trying to take advantage of you. So we know what a con man is. Do you know where the term con man came from? The word con man is confidence man. A confidence man doesn't ever look like he's lying. A confidence man knows how to, or the signs of lying, and then does not exhibit them. It's the crazy thing about it. People miss that completely. However, it's instinct when somebody else is nervous and shifty and their eyes are going the other ways, they won't look us in the eyes, they're sweaty, they're stuttering, they don't have the answers to our questions. They gotta be holding something back. They gotta not be telling the truth. And this just triggers an instinct and people run away from it. It's your job as the leader. It was my job as the leader to make sure that every single one of the people that worked for me had the training plan scripted out for them. Like I said, The Godfather, whatever your favorite movie is, scripted out perfectly, word for word, and then memorized by your people. And once they have that beautiful foundation, sure, they can build the house around it. But until they have your foundation laid and formed, your people are going to look like they're lying to your customers. That's the last thing you want. I'm the one-eyed guy, John Palampros. I'm out.